What's going on, guys? Brother Russia here, back with another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In today's video, we're going to be taking on the EZA stage for the Super Saiyan transforming Vegeta that just dropped on the global side here. So, of course, looking through here, he is weak to Sworn Enemies category, Extreme AGL, Int, STR, and Physical are the types that are unaffected by the damage reduction. Which is very weird that Extreme Int is in here, but not Extreme Tech, considering he's a physical type. So I've already got a team that I've been using kind of set here. It's just a bunch of LRs plus Kid Buu. So of course we got, full power Frieza as our leader. So we're gonna be bringing him as our leader. We got the LR AGL Golden Frieza. We got the LR Super Buu. The LR First Form Frieza, that's free to play, the STR Kid Buu, and then we're also bringing LR Mercenary Tao here. So that's kind of like the units that I'm going to be using. I've been kind of like flying through them, and I haven't had like any issues, especially if you put like Super Buu up front. If you do have him. And he can actually get hit first. He does quite a bit of damage because of his like boost that he gets from getting hit. Like he can almost one-shot Vegeta. Yeah, I mean he gets pretty close. I think if we had a little bit more key and crit, we would have definitely one-shot him. But same thing with the like Golden Frieza. You can kind of just put him up front. He can easily tank all the hits. I mean, you're not going to really take any kind of damage, to be honest. So there's not really anything to worry about when it comes to like this EZA. The other thing you can do is you can also run a few of the there's a lot of free-to-play units that you can use as well for like the Sworn Enemies team. I believe I think you can run like, I mean he's not really effective here, but the LR cells, like First Form cells, you can run them. You can run like the physical Mecha Frieza. They got an EZA. You can run him as well. So you got a couple of different options on who you can actually use when it comes to doing this EZA. So now when it comes to Vegeta himself, he is, I guess, in my opinion, I guess he's more of like a controversial kind of unit. I don't really want to say controversial, that might not be the right word for it, but he's kind of hit or miss in the community when it comes to, certain people and how they use them. So when he does actually EZA, his leader skill turns into Pure Saiyans, Key 3, 170 across the board, or Super Class, Key 3 and then 130 across the board. So he doesn't have bad leader skills, especially being like a Pure Saiyan leader, because there's obviously a lot of Pure Saiyans in the game. But his biggest thing is when he's in base form, second form, and third form, he's just not very good. You just need to kind of really get to his God form and then his blue form for him to actually be really, really good. But the problem is by the time you see that, it's turn 7 and turn 9, where there's not a lot of like stages that you can do where you're going to get him to, transform, unless you're willingly trying to get him to transform. It's just a lot, the way that a lot of teams are anymore, they do way too much damage and will either kill you really fast or you'll kill them too fast and you won't even get the chance to like see his transform form. But I mean he does have a 50% stack on his defense for every single like transformation. So I would, if you do end up using this unit, I highly suggest using him and maybe like if you get the chance to use him in like slot 1 or something like that, I'd slide him in there, just make sure that he gets his attacks in, so that way you can kind of build his defense all the way up to, by the time he gets to his blue form. And then when he actually does get to his blue form, obviously he changes the entire board. So the entire board changes to physical physical key. You can collect all that because he's essentially like a nuker at that point. He gets attack and defense 150%. Let's see, additional defense 50% when doing a super. Additional attack 30% per key sphere obtained. So this is why you really want to use him in that first slot, because he's gonna nuke and hit him like real. He's gonna hit him. I mean, he's gonna hit him real hard for sure. And then he disables enemy guard with 3 or more key spheres. So when you get those, you know, when he changes the orb or when he changes the whole field, you'll disable that enemy guard right away. He launches an additional super with 5 or more key spheres, which you'll get automatically. Performs a crit with 23 key spheres obtained, which that's like the dumbest thing I think they could have ever added, because of the fact that he has to get 23 key spheres. So it's pretty much the entire board in order to guarantee a crit. You know, like, I mean, obviously when he comes out and you get that first turn, yeah, he's gonna crit right away, but after that he's not gonna crit. And then he also changes all key spheres to physical type once only, which we already knew. And then he changes STR key spheres to physical starting from the 3rd turn from the character's entry. So when he comes back on rotation, any STR orbs that pop up, they just automatically change to physical. So I mean, I guess if you wanted to, you could kind of set him up for when he returns. If you want to save a lot of the STR key spheres and then let him transform them into the physical type, you can always do it that way. So that, I mean, that's kind of like one way you can use this Vegeta. But realistically, I mean, if you're getting all the way to, you know, turn 11 in a fight, then you've been in the fight for way too long. Now, I mean, granted, you know, we have burst mode and stuff like that, and when it comes to burst mode, essentially, you can kind of juice them to where their defense is really high, and then you can actually get this Vegeta out so you can see him in action. But a lot of times you don't really, a lot of times you won't see this Vegeta, like, unfortunately is the best way to put it. And then his best linking partner is actually the AGL Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, the one that is the Pure Saiyan. And where's he from? He's a Pure Saiyan, and oh no, he's just a Pure Saiyan leader. And that's the one from the Universal Survival Saga. So, and then, I mean, granted, that Vegeta, you know, he's definitely gonna need an EZA. Or did he? Has he gotten an EZA? I don't think he's gotten an EZA yet. Oh, he did get an EZA. Oh wow, it's been a long time since he's EZA'd. I completely forgot. So, wow, I completely forgot that this man got an EZA, because that was way back in 2022. So never mind, you can run him with that Vegeta, but that Vegeta's kit is just not really that good anymore. Like, I mean, he's fell off tremendously at this point. So there you guys go. There's kind of like the 30 stages. You know, I just ran the last 5 stages with the team that I showed you guys, and of course it's relatively easy to do. And the one other thing to make sure that you guys don't forget to do, you have to go back and you have to clear stage 10, stage 20, 25, and 30 again to make sure you get the medals for the sub EZA for the Int Super Vegeta, because he did drop with this Vegeta. So you want to make sure you get 12 bronze, 20 silver, and then it's 12 gold and 12 rainbow. So make sure you guys just go back in, refarm those stages again, and that way you can awaken all these units all at once and just get it done and out the way. So hopefully that kind of helped you guys out. Let me know down in the comments if you guys use a different team than what I ended up using, and if you guys had any kind of issues with it, which I'm sure a lot of you guys probably didn't. So if you guys enjoyed the video, consider hitting that like button, make sure you guys are subscribing, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye guys.